Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt, TrainLover943. In today's video, I have blower number 27 here on the PRR Keystone. Now, I know it's been quite a while since my last blog video, and really the main reason is I really haven't done a whole heck of a lot on the layout. I actually was planning to do a lot more than I have been, but I've been busy buying models, which is something I was not planning on doing at all. The money I spent on these, I actually was planning on buying my switches to finish my engine yard, but nevertheless, I have some new toys to play with. So what I'll do in this is I'll show you all the new stuff I've gotten in, and I'll show you some layout work I have done, and also work that I'm planning to do. So, well, some stuff to talk about here, so let's get going. Alright, so I'll show you the new models I've gotten in lately, and I'll try to do them in the order I got them in, if I can remember. So first off, right here we have the R32 D-Train from MTH. This is the dealer appreciation with the graffiti on it. And I got this as well as two S2s, which you'll see later from DJ's Low Gauge Trains, and I am really thrilled to have this set in particular. But also, it's really cool to own something from him. But this set, I've wanted this set for a long time now, and it's really cool to see it. Now, I converted the set to LEDs, and that'll be a subject of probably the next video I'll end up doing, which I'll show you how I did it and what I did and the pitfalls and all of that, because I mean this was work. This was not a cut and dry conversion, at least not for the front and rear car. The middle two were easy, but this powered car was a pain in the ass, for lack of a better word. But I'm really happy now that it's done. However, I will do some more work to this. I'm going to add some third rail sparking shoes, and then I would like to put the destination boards, light them up. We'll see on that, and then also send this set back to be weathered, so that'll be really cool. So, but for now we got this, and we'll move on. Okay, next up we have my 21st birthday present, which is this Lionel Promontory Summit General set. This is the Lion Chief set, and like I said, I got this for my birthday. It was back in January. So, this set's really cool, and I really like it a whole lot. And you know what, for the price and what you get a really nice set, you know. They're not the world's greatest engines by any means, but they are very nice pieces, and I really do like them a whole lot. So we'll move on now. Alright, so next up we have a couple of S2 switchers, and these are both from DJ, and I basically got them around the same time. So on the right we have a Penn Central S2, and then on the left we have a Pennsylvania S2. And I did a video on these where I showed off, you know, close-up pictures of the weathering and all of that. And they're really nice engines, both of them. Now, the Penn Central S2, I've edited the sound set on this one a little bit to change some of the announcements and things, so that's pretty neat. The Pennsylvania I've left stock for right now, although I'll probably change it because there's a PFA that I like a little bit better, so I'll put that on there eventually, but these are both really nice engines, and then to go along with the Penn Central S2, I also got a Penn Central caboose from Atlas, which I'll show you that later on. So, cool stuff. Alright, so then last up we have two steam engines, and these are both from eBay. So on the right we have a Weaver 280, and this engine includes TMCC and rail sounds. However, I will probably end up upgrading this to PS3, just because the sound package in it is not really all that great. You know, it's the generic rail sounds that are used by K-Line, Weaver, Atlas, you know, all the non-Lionel brands, to put it that way. And it's okay, it's not all that fantastic. So I'll probably throw a 3 kit in it and be done with that. It also does not have speed control, which is a big downer. I mean, actually, when I run this thing, I run it conventional. Because command it just runs like crap, so I'll eventually get it upgraded to a 3, and then it'll be all good to go. And then on the left here we have a MTH PS2 E6, and this engine I edited the sound file on this one as well, and it's really cool now that I changed it around and all that. So I actually did a video on how I did that, so you can check that out. But this is a really nice engine. It's also the very first Proto 2 engine that MTH ever made, so that's kind of neat. But it's really cool, and these engines are both really nice. And you know, like I said, the Weaver needs a little work, but after that, it's good to go. So I'm very happy with everything I have here. Alright, so now as if all those engines weren't enough, we also have some rolling stock. So on the left we have a Pennsylvania box car that's from Atlas. It's a Trainman car. It's really nice. I really like it a lot. I got a good deal on that one. And then on the right we have a Penn Central caboose. This is a Masterline car that was weathered by DJ. And like I said, I got it around the same time. I actually got it with the Pennsylvania S2. We packaged it in the same box. So that's pretty cool, but it's for the Penn Central one, obviously. But it's really cool. I'm really liking that a whole lot. So really cool stuff. So we'll move on to some layout work and also show you some stuff I've done to some of my trains as well. So let's take a look. Alright, so I'll show you some stuff I've done to some of my trains, and this really is the only thing I've really done. And that is I converted my R27 set to LEDs. Now, you may remember I've already done it once. However, when I did it the first time, I used the wrong color LEDs, unbeknownst to me really. So I went ahead and reconverted them to the correct color. So now they're the correct cool white LEDs and they look really cool. And I've done the whole set. I had the powered car done. However, the lighting in it, I screwed it up, so I'm going to have to redo that. But all the non-powered cars, they all look like this and look really cool. So I'm very happy with this. So now I'll move on to layout work. Okay, so like I said, my idea with spending money was going to be spending it on the switches for the engine yard. However, that didn't happen. But what I'm going to do when I can afford it now is finish up the switches that I need for this engine yard. So what I need two over here to make a crossover, and that will go to the steam section, which if I pull the camera over there, you can see what we're dealing with over here. So on the far track where the E6 is, that's just going to be a dedicated track. I made, on all of this, I'll do some kind of theme to it. Like I might have a water tower or stand tower, something like that around here someplace. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do in each stall yet. But where the 280 is, that's just going to be another track. That one I might do the water tower. If I was going to do the water tower, that's the track I would have it on, just because I have the most space over there. And then the track on the far right, that'll be a rip track. And that'll mainly be for when I'm running trains on the other half of the engine yard, which if I pull the camera around there. So when I'm pulling the train out, I can't do it without having to move things around, and it would take 10 minutes to get an engine out. So the rip track will allow me to take the engine, pull it out, put it on the rip track, and then just pull it out if I need to do that or whatever I'm doing with the engine. So that's kind of cool. It also kind of applies to the back track, you know, where the NW2 is back there. It'll apply there too once I get it all done, but it's mainly for these tracks up here. So I also need to get a Y for this. I have a Y, but I'm using it for the steam yard, so that's just that. But overall, you know, it's coming along really well, and it'll get there in due time. Alright, so I got two more things to show you guys for today's video, and then that'll do it. So first thing I have is my cold drink stand now. I showed this to you guys a couple blogs ago when it really wasn't much to look at, but now it's kind of getting somewhere. So on the outside here we have a piece of styrene, and as you can see we're on a corner here, so I cut it to match the corner, and I did okay. It gets the job done, you know. So what I'm going to do out here is I'm going to have this be like a patio area, you know, people sitting drinking their Dr. Pepper. So that'd be pretty cool. And then to the left of the stand, so probably right around this area here, I'll have a little stand with people selling, you know, hot dogs and burgers and stuff. So that'd be pretty cool. It kind of reminisces of my area a little bit. So, and then inside the stand, which this is a Rail King reefer car, by the way, I have a piece of styrene that actually runs the whole length of the car. And I'm going to try to detail it a little bit. I don't know how successful I'm going to be, only because there's not going to be much to see over there. But I'll, you know, throw a little floor down and, you know, something. I'm not quite sure, but I'll do some kind of detail in there. So that'd be pretty cool. And then on the top, I'll do one of the Miller signs. I'll get the Dr. Pepper one, of course. So that'll be pretty cool. So I got one more thing to show you guys, and then that'll do it for today's video. Okay, so the last thing I have over here is what will eventually be a parking lot. Now, like I said, it's still in the mock-up stages, just like what you saw earlier with the drink stand. But what I did was I took a piece of styrene, or a couple pieces of styrene, and I cut them out. I made the corner, over in here. I made the corner, and I'm gonna bring it probably all the way. I gotta make this corner yet for the switch, and then I'll put cars over in this area here. I'll have some spots. I'll try to squeeze a couple spots in there in the alleyway here because next door is the passenger station right there. I'll put something over there. I'm debating on whether or not I want to put the base of the station on. Right now it's on. It's right here. I'm debating on if I want to keep it, which if I don't, then I kind of need to decide now or never. It would That would make this piece here change. It would move in, I think, 2 inches. I think that's how big the base is on this one. So we'll see. I don't know, but for right now, it's not really much to look at again. But it'll look good as time goes on. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get something that I can make the whole parking lot out of, not just pieces of styrene. I think I have like 6 pieces of styrene on this thing. What I'd like to do is I'd like to have one big piece that I can cut and make it right, and then I can stripe it and paint it and do whatever I want to do with it. So I'll probably do like, handicap signs and, no parking here, this, that, and the other thing, like you'd see in a normal parking lot. So, but for right now, that's all we have. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. And what I'll do is in another video, I got more to talk about, which may seem kind of weird, but as the time I'm filming this, I've actually done more work, but I'll save that for another video. So, but anyway, guys, you take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.